Hey everyone, today we are going to be working on some bread. Now, bread is a very important component of many of our diets all over the world, and grains are so very important. Today we're going to be doing a simple bread using our millet starter and some spelt. Now it is very good if you can freshly mill your flour. This one was milled about 2 days ago. And then of course our starter is fresh, but we have used it already and it has already given us some delicious blueberry scones. I'll link that video so that you can see how those turned out. So for today, we are gonna go ahead and start our bread making process. You want to leave your bread and starter mix overnight so that they can work together, and you want them to start the process earlier for you so that you get your rise. So we're going to go ahead, do our mix, and then we'll check back with it in the morning, and then we'll do the next steps. I have already added a half a cup of starter to this bowl, and now all we're gonna do is add 4 cups of our spelt, and then we're gonna go ahead and we will be adding 1 cup of water. And we're gonna go ahead and mix this in. And you can add a little bit more water if you need to. And we just want to incorporate the starter and the flour. And once incorporated, we're gonna go ahead and put it in a warm place so that it can rise overnight. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. So you're just squeezing and incorporating together so that you can make it to form into a little ball. So we are pretty incorporated here. At this point it's a little bit sticky. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow this to rest overnight for at least 12 hours. I'm going to cover it and I'm gonna actually set it in my oven so that it can be undisturbed. Some people also put their oven light on to add a little bit of warmth, but if your kitchen is already warm, you can just leave it as is and then cover it. And then we will do the next steps in the morning. So I will see you then. We have allowed our dough to rest overnight, and we have gotten a very good rise already. Look at that. So now what we're going to be doing is working with it just a little bit to help to develop some of that gluten that we have here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over on my board that I have lightly floured with the same spelt flour that we're using, and we're just going to work with it a little bit. It is still quite sticky, so it's very good to have that flour ready. So I'm not doing too much with it. As I mentioned, it is quite sticky. I'm just doing a few folds as best as I can. And I'm going to transfer it to another bowl and let it rise for another 3 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and put it over by the oven. And I'll see you after this second rise period. Okay, so we are beyond our 3-hour rest period, and it has risen some, and this is a new start, so we're seeing how the activity will be as we work with it. Now the dough is still a little sticky, as you can see, so we're just going to use our tool here. You're gonna have your parchment paper in your Dutch oven. And you can sprinkle a little flour just on the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and transfer in. So if you would like to make a little marking on your bread so that you can kind of help with the rising, you can. And it doesn't have to be anything exotic. You can just do a little marking, ideally with a sharp tool or bread lame if you have it. Then you're going to go ahead and get this in your oven, and you're going to be baking it at about 350 to 400. It's all dependent upon your oven's heat, because some ovens really heat up really fast. And then you're going to go ahead and put this in your oven covered. Once we are finished with the first step of covering it for about 15 to 20 minutes, then you'll uncover it and leave it to cook for the next 15 to 20 minutes again. And you'll just be watching it to make sure that it is evenly cooked and golden brown all around. I'll see you at the end of this process. And there you have it. You want to go ahead and allow your bread to cool off before slicing. This bread is rustic and just with a little bit of a sour flavor, and really pairs well with a little drizzle of honey, jam, or any topping of your liking. This is likely how bread was prepared many years ago, with little rise time and little hands-on time. I hope this will be an easy family staple that you can do each week, especially when using a brand new starter as it strengthens and grows.